topics, whether conscious or cosmic. It's never nonsense, mega levels are microscopic. It's a Killah Priest project, AD control the rocket. Before we land the plane, many things we engage and explain. The unexplained, without mask. Welcome to the Killah Priest podcast. Killah Priest podcast. Am I muted? Oh man, what's good? What's good? Yo, shout out, man. Welcome to everybody coming to the Killah Priest Podcraft. I'm your host, KP, with a new hairdo doing it up for you. You know what I'm saying? Just we in the world view. I just want to say shout out, and we are in Monday weekend, going down to the Thursday weekend mode. So just know that we are back in full effect. And for all the new viewers, we're getting really close to our mark, and it's 100,000. We only got like what, 3,000 more people, 3,000 more people subscribe, and we'll be at 100,000. Then I get the secret call from Mr. YouTube himself. Me and AD we're invited to all the YouTube parties, the secret little after parties that YouTube have. Don't let people know. We go to the YouTube cars, and we'll take YouTube planes onto YouTubeville, and we'll enjoy everything that's over there in YouTube world that they've been telling us so much about. And, you know what I mean, shout out to everybody who done it. We right there, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out to Doggy Diamonds. You know, I know cats who've been up there and been doing their thing. And it's just a good time for hip hop. It's a good time to be alive. And we did it, man. We up here, we're moving, and it's because of y'all support. Make sure y'all hit that like and the super chat. If you got any questions, make sure y'all hit that super chat. I'm gonna say this because nobody take care of us. We do everything in-house. So, you know, you make them mad by just hitting that super chat and letting them know that y'all support realness and y'all support the fullness that's right here. And we come in 120%. Word. Oh man. Yeah, exactly. I still got my thing under the Braxis Hero. Yeah, I'm still the captain of Braxis. It's still in the Braxis Eldar Chijit. That was a play off the word Dar Chijit. If I said Dar Ticket, well, those are old ancient people, but the Eldar goes into that. So, you know, we wordsmiths over here. Yo, what's up, AD? What's good with you, my brother? A lot, man. Yo, today, man, when we fill up, we're gonna play a little bit of Nassau Case. Make sure when y'all join the Patreon, y'all pick a tier. Just don't join and let a friend know, Pick a tier. Y'all can get out of it if y'all don't want to stay with it the whole time, but just join that to see the video, because y'all gonna want to see the whole video. It's an experience. It's something different, something that I've been on my mind for a minute, and this is something to add on, very special to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's an experience. It's an experiment. It's different. Man, I can't wait for y'all to hear it. But pick a tier so y'all can see it. That's the Patreon down there. Go get on it now. Just don't do it free. But, you know, and I also have we have some secret other things in there. I have another little mini series, but it's not that. It's something we started out, but it's worth it though. So I got somebody who joined to see the Killah tape. Remember the Killah tape? The North Story? AD? That's still in there. You still got the cover for that. You can let them see it. So when you do get on the Patreon, you can also join to hear another little mini series that I did. I did this a long time ago, but it's never been heard into the public eye, and it's on there. Somebody joined onto that. So I'll be on there. We'll be talking about stuff that I don't put on YouTube, because YouTube is YouTube. But my Patreon is my Patreon, and we do things. I know that you're paying to come on, so y'all get a little extra right there. Yeah, on the right. The Neo, Neo Noir. It was supposed to be called Killah Tape too. Why does it say locked? Yeah, it's supposed to say because that's supposed to be Killer Tape. We have to change that. So the neo noir story is really called the Killer Tape. It makes in Killer Tape. Let me see the cover. What it says on the cover. See that it's supposed to say the Killer Tape. That's why would it say that on the cover and under here it says something different? It's supposed to say Killah Priest, Killer Tape exclusive. So we'll fix that. You know what I mean, AD, because that throw people off. So become a member, man. Yeah, I know. Things we did because we moved so fast. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying we been moving so fast, and things are advancing fast. So you got Crocodile Tears. Don't cry me no Crocodile Tears. You get on there for $5. Then we got the Rocketeers for everyone that's on the Podcraft already. Then we got the Tears of Joy. You got to spread the tears of joy. Then we have front tier when you're going up the here, and you definitely in the front. That's the front tier. So those are all the tiers. I was gonna do tears of a clown, but I don't like the play off the word clown. Nobody that comes to the Podcraft is nowhere near a clown. You know what I'm saying? So take a picture, get it right. When y'all join it, we're gonna have a party on the Patreon on the 17th. You should get your raffle tickets. We can do an Eventbrite, or we're going to do it just Patreon, but we'll be set up. Get your tickets. We're going to watch a movie. We're going to watch an experience. I'm going to play a little bit more of it so y'all can see what type of time we're dealing with today. You know what I'm saying? As y'all come in. Um, I'm going to play Jason. Exactly. Be live. Bring your own popcorn. Bring your own popcorn. Yeah, no doubt. I'm not going to take, I did a little live on there. I'm not going to take too much away from what we're doing. I've learned that, staying in a positive mode is um, the very thing we should be doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to do. I teach myself to grow every day. I don't like to be petty, but, I did get online and I did call out somebody who was on the show on my live. We're big, 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 big. I ain't gonna go in on them, but they be scamming. You know what I'm saying? So I had to just kind of like put that person out there. And it's like people be coming onto the show. And if you want somebody to join your producer's credit, and I told them I was gonna go on them in a few minutes, you know what I'm saying? Because dudes be playing roles like we still kids and they haven't grown anything. Shout out to everybody who's grown up. You know what I'm saying? Brothers be coming on my show and they be acting like, you're smoking a little weed or whatever, and they're acting like they're part of the movement, but then they still got ways about them keep throwing you around in circles. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the circle kind of person you keep playing games with just to do it. And I told you I was going to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I let that brother know, um, it's all love, but just keep it 100 with me. And I won't reveal the name, but if you keep pushing me, I will say it. And it's like, um, It's all good and all love, but stop playing games if we're trying to make music and nothing stop. We're not stopping over here. We're gonna continue going and moving forward. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what I had to. That's what I had to do. I'm not letting it distract me or anything or push us off course. We just keep it pushing. Those be coming up there and they be having beef with other people sitting on the Podcraft, and you got mad beef with you, and they be coming to me talking, and you got flipped upside down one time, and that's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? When the person turned you upside down and dumped you like a dumpster to get the rest of their money, then I don't do that. But they turned you upside down and shook you like a trash can to get the rest of their money out. And I told you I was going to say this, so I'm saying it now. You know what I mean? So fix your glasses. We don't play that over here. We play positive, and everybody over here be at positive mode and everything. So I wanted to clear that up. That's out the way. We're gonna continue moving. Like nothing ever stops, bro. We still in it. We still in the gym. We still working out. We still drinking our tea. We still getting things going. And stop trying to put people. That's enough, man. That's enough, man. Brothers, come on, man. If you got a problem with your sister, stop trying to tell other people about problems. You got a problem. So it's like, you got to deal with one thing at a time. And I'll leave that to y'all, man. This is Priest in all his glory, being good, man. But anyway, let's move on to the subject matter. The subject matter at hand is that I seen something today that was incredible that I want to bring to you. I want y'all ideas on what's going on. I think we're gonna bring in some other people in Zoom. I think Code 17, we might bring her through in Zoom in a little while. Have you seen? There's a question for the craft room. This is something different, music-wise. Have y'all seen the new Michael Jackson biopic? Yes. It's in your WhatsApp AD. Play it for him real quick. I don't think we can get in trouble for this. This is everyone. Let's go. Wait, I don't know, man. How do they do it when everybody's playing the Yeah, it's the real. We're trimming out. But I want people to see it because there's a bunch of haters out there already trying to stop MJ from getting his props. I don't like that. They put out movies on Elvis and everybody. Let him get his props. And I'm about to get upset, but I'm going to do it in a respectable manner. But let's watch the king work.
You're confident. You're strong. You're beautiful. You're the greatest of all time.
Let me tell you something. In this life, you're either a winner or you're a loser. Y'all want to work in a steel mill like me for the rest of your days?
No, sir.
Yeah, because I sure as hell don't. Y'all willing to fight for it?
Yes, sir.
I need to hear you a little louder. Y'all willing to fight for it?
Yes, sir.
Ready whenever you are, Michael.
Do you know what I'm after?
You want to be the biggest star in the world.
We need to capitalize on Michael's success. Because the Jackson family is the brand. That's our Coca-Cola. And we need to start selling. So I'm planning an international tour. This is just the beginning.
I need to think.
I told you what to think.
I love my family. I just want to do my own thing. Just have all these ideas in my head. Just gotta get them out.
Then do it, Michael. Not a little boy anymore.
People always told me, be careful what you do.
Michael, I knew you were different the moment you were born. You have a very special life.
And mother always told me, be careful who you love.
I believe music can change the world.
When the love becomes the truth. The bitter cheese, like my love.
Spread love,
The bitter cheese,
joy,
like my love.
and peace.
She just
That is what I want the world to feel. Magic.
April 24th. Yo, what you think? They even got bubbles in there. Yo, that was crazy, man. That was crazy. And already I don't saw like I saw like 5 things they're trying to hate off top because that fake, I'm not gonna say because you gotta say, yeah, destroy the legacy. You know that. Since all the accusations and all the false accusations on the King of Pop, they've been trying to bring him down because of his personality, and they use his niceness as his weakness for a very long time. Not saying allegedly, you know what I'm saying, but it's like they used his peaceful way that he never had his childhood really, and they used that to say all his accusations about him, but they won't let him just be who he was. You know what I'm saying? He started taking the pills and stuff like that.
No,
So I don't
he
know.
was
Already
attacked.
they got stuff. They got this thing that I saw. I'm gonna send that to you too. They in his old studio saying we're in the old Michael Jackson. We're mining, finding things like they broke into a vault of his old music,
Mhm.
putting that out. Every time you put out something positive or somebody put something positive on you, the negative side comes and try to overthrow that. But
Yeah,
I want to flourish in how great that is. What you think, AD?
I think you're right. But like, this gonna be a good movie. It looks like it's really like connected to his actual family. Do you know what I mean? It looks more authentic. It looks real. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like it's being someone's trying to profit off of his legacy. It looks like it's genuinely from his family and from his peoples. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's actually his family playing him.
Yeah.
What you think about it? I don't like the moonwalk a little bit. That's the only thing
I
I
mean,
didn't like that.
it's hard for
It's
people to
hard to
match
catch the
that.
king.
Do you know what I mean? That
Uh,
there was an instructor that worked with Michael that was able to do it, and he also showed Justin Timberlake. He showed Usher. He showed Chris Brown. Like they all share. I don't know his name or anything, but
Come on, bro.
they all.
You can't say that,
There's a
man. I'm about to stop
choreographer.
you, AD, because
There's a
you're
choreographer that
blaspheming
worked
now.
with Michael that also worked with Usher, Chris Brown, and Justin Timberlake. That was showing them the moves.
No,
Do you know what I'm
stop it.
saying?
Yeah. Let's see what you said, but I'm talking about natural talent.
Oh
You
yeah,
got to be
yeah,
able
yeah,
to
yeah.
dance at first
No,
by
of course.
yourself. And I'm talking about just the movement, the way that James Brown could move,
Hmm.
but it's the way that you dance.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. The way that you. That's what Mike said. The way that you dance, it must be love. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's the way that he moved. Everybody don't move the same. I think to me, Chris Brown is dope. He just a little too fast. But Mike wasn't doing flips and all of that stuff. Shout out to Chris Brown. He's nice. I think
yeah.
Omarion is nice. To
Right,
me,
but they
Storyboard
all show
P.
homage to the legend
Yeah,
at the end
exactly.
of the day.
How do you start being a legend in the middle of all legends? Like, how do you create your own path the way that Mike did? Let's be honest. Let's do a little history on here. Little kid, 6 years old, boom, out of nowhere, just looking at Jackie Wilson, who was another great performer, and looking at James Brown. They could sing the way he did at that age, at the time that he did it. It was never done like that. Pre This is before pre-internet. He was a sensation, right? AD, what you think, man? Come
Yeah,
on, like he
no,
was a sensation
absolutely.
before a sensation. You got children today. Word.
Yeah,
Oh man, we
no,
got
his
Code
legend lives on.
17 in the building. Word. Oh yeah. What's up? You in the background?
Yeah, I'm setting her up right now.
Hold on. You gotta put up first.
Hold up. Got that song in my head now.
I know, right? It just sounded fire.
Yeah, give me a second to set this up because we haven't had two guests in a minute. We haven't had two guests in a minute, so let me set this up here. Hold on.
So the people at home, he says, bet he did more moves without instructors. Yeah, AD, he did a lot of moves. I mean, I know you're a fan of Mike too.
Of course.
Yeah, I gotta give it. But yours started with that Captain Neo, right?
Captain EO was huge. Yeah, I was at Disneyland.
That was just another part of me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That show, I mean, that was wild because it was legendary and there was like always lines for people to get into that.
Oh, the Priest see no killing. Someone tell Priest they said my payment page isn't working.
Yeah, I have to update that. We had some problems with Stripe. I'm working on that also. They're talking about
Khalif Soldier of Allah. We're working on that as we move. You can always hit the Patreon. But we're working on that as we go. The payment page. Is that our new one, AD?
No, it's our old one. It's the Stripe connection. I have to update it because there was problems with Stripe with a separate website that I run. But I'm gonna fix those links to go to somewhere else as we are live. Okay, we got Code 17 on.
What up? What you think about what we just played? Did she hear us?
She can. I think she's still setting up her setup there.
Okay. Shout out to
Hey.
hold on a minute. What up? Where you at in New York? What bridge is that? Is that Golden State?
Yes, it's San Francisco.
Yo, give me a bomb. I wing that one. What's up? Did you see the trailer I just played for Michael Jackson?
I did. It looks dope. I don't know what I was, anticipating. But from what I see, it looks like, they did the movie justice. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
To seeing it, checking it out.
It do look promising. I told AD I just didn't like the moonwalk part. But it's hard to catch the master at work when he really going in. You know what I'm saying? I think Jafari is the closest thing to sound a little bit to like him, and it's kind of hard to catch his real essence of what he really did. But I think it looked kind of good with capturing the voice. Just the moves a little bit. It's a little stiff, but it looks good enough though. It looks good enough to smile. Do you know anything about the director? Anyone knows who directed this one?
I believe it's Antoine Fuqua. So
okay,
his most famous, film I feel like is Training Day. But he has a pretty good.
Oh, he did Training Day.
Mm-hmm. A pretty good resume.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, so to me, so the fact that, Antoine Fuqua is directing it, that gives me more confidence in the film, just because I feel like it's someone's directing it who's from the culture, who I feel like is going to tell Michael Jackson's story holistically. So, from his beginnings as a child at Motown, to what he became. And I think it won't be so sensational list, but I think it's not gonna be, I think it might be a little gritty. Like it's not gonna be so, cookie cutter and, so Disney-ish, So that's what makes me excited. And Jafar, his just what you were saying as far was Jafar. I mean, I don't know. I'm a little conflicted. Like, I think it probably is a good casting choice, to go just because Michael Jackson, he did have such a particular look. So I do like the fact that they got someone from his family, so you do see the gene pool, it's just not focusing on his plastic surgery, because we've seen some of the Michael Jackson films in the past. Remember the one with Flex Alexander when he played Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
The makeup was just terrible.
You don't do the king like that, yo. It's very terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not
Yeah.
gonna have that. We're not gonna run, into that, because that can be distracting. Visually, that could be distracting from the film. So we're not gonna have that. And I'm confident. I don't know if there's anybody who can, gonna be able to hit it like Michael Jackson can.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's what just makes him so magical. That's what makes Whitney, like, nobody can hit Whitney's notes. It's just impossible. You know what I'm saying? You can get the best singer in the world and they just not gonna sing as clean as Whitney, because that just was her. And so that's the same thing with Michael. You're not gonna get, like, you were mentioning, who was that, AD, or you were mentioning some, more recent dancers like Usher or Chris Brown. They don't dance how Michael danced. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just
Right.
he just had a different cleanness to
Talk
his
about it. Yeah.
and a lot of people don't realize that, because he had like a bit of a background in jazz, so that's where he gets kind of like the smooth movements and stuff, and then he incorporated certain street urban movement that was happening, that was breaking in on the scene at the time with breakdancing and stuff like that. So it's just, we'll see. But I think I have high hopes for the film.
Yo, I agree with you 100%. Exploring. I'm looking for this thing that I saw earlier, because as soon as when you honor someone of his caliber and his greatness, they've been trying to tear him down for a very long time. They won't even let him rest now. So I don't know. Apparently, the families exploring the studio 9-year-old. Okay, I think I'm gonna hit this one. I want to send it right, but like you said, I think this this director got it right, and seems like he's doing it from a fan. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who really exploited, wants to see the real energy that Mike displayed for all the people that's young enough, for the people who's old enough, who knows the impact that he had before the internet. This is about to be a world. This is about to be a whole nother takeover again. And they fear that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're about to see what a real star was. And at a time when there was no, and I'm talking about singing, dancing, Natalie, Jenny, in it, you know what I'm saying? I thought about singing, dancing, acting, tap dancing, all of that. He did it because I did see him on the what was it, Cabernet, or he had his own show. He had cartoons. He was doing all of that before it was even a thing to do. He was doing all of that, him and his brothers. And he just stood out. He just stood out, man. Jermaine had a couple of things. Well, we're going to see, because of the family, they cut out a lot of this they cut out a lot of this stuff. So what I'm hearing is that we're going to get not the full story, but him and his glory from Off the Wall. I mean, with his brothers, Off the Wall to Thriller. I think they kind of like stopped there.
Yes, that's probably I don't know. That's probably the maybe the downside of what we will see is, from what I've heard, I don't know if there are legal reasons. I think that there might still be some kind of pending cases against his estate, where they've, I guess the filmmakers have decided to maybe pull some things from the film. So, we won't get to see his full life play out until, his unfortunate demise, which, when you compare, so if you're comparing this to, to other autobiographical, biographical films, that's where it may not hold up. Like if you think about Ray, or what was the one where I think Joaquin Phoenix played Johnny Cash, Walk the Line, I don't know if Walk the Line. I think it did cover Johnny Cash's full life. But but going back to let's not even see that. I definitely know, Ray, it covered
Was dope.
Ray Charles' full life. So that's where, us as fans, we may get the short end, where we're not able to really, see Michael's life fully played out. Because, to be a really good biographical film, you do have to be honest. And there were some times, in his life where, there weren't always shiny moments. I think there's a tasteful way of, handling it. And I feel like the filmmaker probably did do that. But, again, if there are, legal reasons, or, maybe, the family members just weren't comfortable with exploring certain facets of Michael Jackson's life, we will see. And then I think, like, because from what I've heard, we will have to see what we get. But from what I've heard, those certain portions of MJ's later life were filmed. So there is, something there. It just, won't be released it may not be released, with this edit of the film. So, maybe there'll be a part 2 at some point, or maybe we'll get the director's cut at some point. So, you gotta see.
No doubt. Big up to you on that one. Let me send this to AD. Yeah, so what I was saying was off top. So now they have also let one do it at one time, man. Now they got an Elvis biopic coming or something like that.
There have been a bunch of Elvis biopics. Now they got another one?
Yeah. Got another one. Yeah, there've been a lot of them. But I'm just saying, you gotta give Michael Jackson his own slot, man. I wouldn't never put out nothing when he's coming out. You know what I'm saying? It's done by design. You can't just put Mike, and you know this, AD. Come on, you can't put Mike in a category. How did you feel when you first saw Captain Neo?
Captain EO. Yo, that was crazy. I thought it was
Tell us
wild.
about your experience. Is this your first time being introduced to Mike?
No, so I was first into Mike when the Bad album came out.
Really?
Yeah, so the Bad album was my that's the first one I was in, because I had seen Thriller at my school when I was a little kid. They showed it. Well, I'm trying to bring myself up in here. They showed Thriller over at my school, and I was just a kid, and I didn't know what was going to happen, you know what I mean? So right when he said, "Get away," and he had the scary face, at that age, being as young as I was, I had never seen anything scary. You know what I mean? Because I'm an only child. I didn't have no brothers and sisters to show me scary movies. I was hella young. You know what I mean? So when I saw that, I was like, whoa. Do you know what I mean? I was tripping out. I had never seen anything scary before. So that was my first taste of even I mean, it's not a horror movie or anything. It's a scary thing for kids. You know what I mean? So at that age I was like, oh damn. Anyway, So then it started happening with the Thriller and all that, and I enjoyed it, and I was like, oh, this is crazy. And as I got older, you know, I listened to the Michael Jackson Bad album. That was like one of the first albums I ever bought ever. You know what I mean? And then I saw the videos and everything. So I was getting into it in the early age, you know? It was clear. And then once they brought that into Disneyland, you know, because I've always been a Disneyland kid being Southern California. We went there and we saw Captain EO, and that was wild, man. Like, it was just a good experience and everything. I'm still obsessed with it. It's cool. And yeah, it's almost like a little Star Wars. You know, it's almost like a little Star Wars thing happening. And there's a lot of lore about how that was developed and everything too. It's crazy, but yeah, no, it was cool. And then they had this scary the queen with her freaking claws, and it's all in 3D. So this was like the new thing with 3D back then. So not only was it a Michael Jackson feature, it was a 3D film thing going on. So, and it was still new to people back then, you know, seeing a 3D flick like that. Not like in the 50s when it was like blue and red. It was like polarized 3D, you know. Anyway, so that was a crazy experience because things would pop up right in front of you, a little creature. You guys saw it, right? You ever seen Captain EO? Oh man,
Never seen it, man. Never seen that.
Not only do you want to see it, but to experience it in 3D was crazy. So Michael Jackson's like in 3D, and this is like, you know, new technology back then and everything. There's two projectors showing two different perspectives on screen to make that 3D effect happening, you know? And then so not only do they have it's a 3D film, but the whole theater is giving you the experience too. So when there's smoke, there's real smoke coming out from the top of the screen. When there's like people with these lights, and there's like searchlights, you've got real searchlights creating the illusion right in front of you also too. So you actually see the beam of light. So you're not just watching a screen, you're experiencing a whole thing going on in there. Disney did a great job back then, especially for that time it was, you know what I mean? But it was straight fire, and it really got you more into the music because the sound system was dope.
Crazy.
And you're feeling it in a deep way. I can't play it and everything, but yeah, it shows Michael Jackson in space, yo. It shows, and it's very much a Star Wars effect. You know, I'm only doing little clips. Very much a Star Wars effect, and it's almost like he's Star Trek style and everything. And they're using like miniatures and everything to film all of this stuff. Same way the way kind of Star Wars was originally filmed and all. And you know, the dialogue's a little interesting, but there's this whole scene right here where he talks to the lady. She's like an entrapped witch or something like that. And they get this sound system together, and then Michael starts turning everybody into dancers. And all of these lights that are happening, it's the whole theater's lighting up. You know what I mean? It's a whole auditorium. And the sound system was just popping. I'll just give you a sample. And everyone in the theater is getting hyped up, like, oh, damn, Michael's killing it. And so he's attacking with music. So once that drops, I mean, it's bumping in that theater. And everyone watching is just like feeling it, you know what I mean? So it was an experience to experience a music video in a theater environment. It was huge. People who have seen it know what I'm talking about. But
Now is this?
Go ahead.
Did you see Ghost? Because I've never seen this. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy.
I'll send it to you.
Is this where the song "Another Part of Me" come from?
Okay, so Another Part of Me is on the B-side of the Bad album, but it's featured in the Captain EO. So many people who didn't know the Bad album were hearing it for the first time on Captain EO. And yeah, that's the ending part. So there's multiple songs that he does. And one of them is like, "We Are Here to Change the World." I don't know if you know that song, but he's basically talking about changing the world. It had so much positivity. Do you know what I mean? And there's so many messages talking about how music can heal, and at the end, you know, not to spoil it, but he cures that witch of like of, you know, whatever like was keeping her entrapped. You know what I mean? There's some philosophy you can attach to it, but anyway,
Yeah, definitely, man.
it ends with the Another Part of Me as a final song and everything.
He got a lot of skits, like he said, a lot of stuff in there. I remember running across it on YouTube, and I was like, man, they're saying a lot of dope stuff that I would want to use, like little skit words and things he said in this one, but I never watched it in it.
Yeah, because
tired.
Michael's like a superhero in this. You know what I mean? And he's like, he's turning people into dancers and joining the music. And there's a lot of stuff that could be said about that because he's kind of bringing people into their right brain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could make this biblical, how he's pulling you into the right brain.
And start with his name. He has L on the.
Oh yeah, Mike L. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no,
he's Mike L.
There's an Archangel Michael, and so that's an actual, you know, mythological god. But that's
one of the gods.
Yeah,
L's.
Archangel Michael and stuff like that. Now I can't go into the stories of Archangel Michael, but he's definitely like a mythological, Gnostic, biblical character. And everything, but it's just interesting because now that I'm older and I have all of this knowledge of astrotheology and what the Bible's telling you esoterically, away from the orthodox understanding of the Bible, when you go into the esoteric and you learn what the Bible's actually trying to tell you and everything, it's really pulling you into the right brain and really wanting you to cross the Red Sea into salvation, which is the right brain, which is music, art, and dance. And in the movie,
always say to your knowledge, to your best understanding.
Yeah, in the movie, it's showing everyone like in militant mode. They're in this dark environment. You know what I mean? There's a hierarchy where there's this grand queen who's in charge, and there's darkness and there's militarism. You know what I mean? That would be considered quote unquote Egypt. Not the Egypt that we know of, but the Egypt in the Bible. That's very different. As the left brain. Do you know what I mean? Strict and all that. So he crossed the Red Sea, and he's like making everybody go into music. There's color, and there's love, and there's compassion at the end. So he brings everyone into salvation. So that's like from going knowledge into wisdom. That's going left brain into right brain. That's going. Go ahead.
And one of his signature move, a lot of people talk the moonwalk, which is out of this world, but it's actually the spin. His spin, which is the will, which is the will within the will. Mm-hmm. He spin a lot, and I think he got a record for his spin because it always catches on cue. But that's a little bit that I want to say. I want to get into Code 17. What's your first experience with Mike? Because it's good to know these things about how y'all experienced it. Yeah. But it is a good time to do it. I got this shout out to Hakim. I got this breakdown from Bobby Hemmett. I want to go to what's yours, Code 17?
That's interesting. I was trying to figure out what was my first introduction to Michael. You know what? It's like I remember my first introduction to Janet like vividly, and I was maybe 8 years old. I feel like with Mike, I remember the two memories I have of him. I remember seeing the video Beat It. Was Beat It the one where, what was the video that was directed by Martin Scorsese? Because I just remember watching, I think I was at a friend's house. Someone was babysitting me.
That's the bad. Bad.
That was bad. Okay, bad. So I was at my mother's friend's house, and her sons were babysitting me, and they were watching this video. And I just remember kind of being confused at what I was watching, because I remember the kind of the beginning of the video. It's like a little mini movie, and it was in black and white. And so I just remember, Mike I don't know. I haven't seen it in so long, but I just remember just thinking like, like what is this? And I remember him being like, he goes into the apartment and he's just like, I don't know. I just remember the emotions as a kid. I didn't understand what was going on. And
And then he was wilding right there. Go ahead.
yeah, and I just
Wesley
remember,
Snipes beginning.
yeah, and it was like, when you're a kid and it's just like you're watching something and it's an experience, but you don't know how big or monumental whatever you're watching is. But I remember knowing that like, okay, this is unique. This is different. Um, and then uh fast forward to the film is in color and they he's dancing against Wesley Snipes. So I feel like the bad movie is very vivid in my mind. And then I remember the 99-cent store. So I used to love going to the 99-cent store. And I would always ask my mom, can we go to the 99-cent store? Because they would have like little, pieces of candy or they had little purses. And I'd always want to get a little purse. But in the 80s, it was Michael Jackson out. I remember they were selling beaded shirts in 99-cent stores like crazy. It was the t-shirts, beaded t-shirts. It was just beaded socks. It was just everything beaded. And I remember kind of being annoyed, like, oh my God, because I wanted little girl stuff. But I just remember just 99-cent store just being inundated.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just laughing because while you building, AD, I'm like, yeah, got you every time. He got Mike moving. Very good.
But yeah, it just brings me back to like, the 80s. I think like this generation doesn't understand how things were marketed back then, like because you didn't have social media. So it's just his face was everywhere.
Yeah.
Faces. Just another part of me. Yeah, exactly. That was fire right there. That was fire. Yeah, it's dope to see everybody perspective because he gets children today. It's like my little cousin know about Mike, and it's like which version? How did you? And it's not just like it's like when they turned him into whatever they used to call him Jacko and stuff. The kids see through that, and they still gravitate to this phenom for some reason. It's like which version do you love of Mike? Because in any version, he captured you, and that was the greatness of Mike. Any version, like he comes from a whole different era of music, and he transcends each of them. So you have, to me, you have like Muhammad Ali going through different stages of boxing. Stuff is switching up. He got his title back, but Mike is just constantly changing. So we get to like butterflies and stuff, and then that's crazy that y'all came in on. You came in on bad. I really didn't. I wasn't. I thought it was like after Thriller. I thought that's when they started. Like, no, we can't let this happen. We can't let this happen.
That was the beginning.
We can't let it. That's the beginning of the down.
Yeah,
circle.
Once they really started to try to down regulate him was when he put out, in my opinion, Heal the World. So remember his whole campaign of Heal the World and all that, make it a better. You have to understand the people in charge who run this world. They don't want you to heal the world. Like they're in control. They have this set up in a certain way where it's based on negativity. Everything is run based on the lower chakras. You know what I mean?
Right.
When you start talking about healing the world, now you're bringing in Christ consciousness. Do you know what I mean? And that makes them lose power. Just to summarize, you know what I'm saying, without getting too deep. So in
I'm gonna agree with you a little bit on that, but I
yeah.
think it was before that. I think he had the power to heal the world because which is the song which he brought everyone together before Heal the World?
Oh
We Are the World.
yeah. We are the world. We are the children. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
so
So he
he's
brought
been doing it. He's been doing it. Yeah, he was always waking everybody up.
yeah.
One of
I
his
think
recent ones was the one with they don't care about us. He's
yeah,
always letting you
that
know how
that was
the powers that be are with
right.
this world. You know what I mean? He was
He was
always
at war then.
exposing it. Yeah, but he was
Or,
doing it low key. Go ahead.
No,
or,
he was at war then. Go ahead.
100%.
or I remember one of the big controversies, which you wouldn't think it would be a controversy, but I think I was probably in junior high school or something, as the video Black or White,
Oh yeah.
when that came out.
You
And I
know,
think he had
born for that. That's crazy.
to edit
It don't matter if you're black or white. Yeah.
the video, and I think maybe was it that song was another song where some lyrics had to be adjusted.
Yes, because that premiered in the middle of primetime television. And when that premiered, everybody was at home. It was around 4 p.m. and everyone's at home having dinner with their family, and they turned it on, and Macaulay Culkin was in it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he launched that, and everyone was tripping out, because it was bringing in unity. You know what I mean? So that was kind of his message and everything. But at the same time, they tried to get at him because when he's destroying the car at the end and stuff like that, and oh, what, this is controversial. He's destroying cars. He's encouraging vandalism and stuff like that. They did everything they could to downplay him. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Talking
Let
about
me cut in
everything
real-
except for what he was saying. Go ahead.
This is when, let me cut in on him. Can I cut in?
Of course.
When he really slashed back at them, and Tahuti would agree with this, is when he came with Remember the Time.
Mm.
He took him back and said, you know what now? Now I'm going to, he had everybody. And he had Eddie Murphy as a pharaoh. And he had the dancers coming off the wall. You
Yeah.
live your life on the wall. And remember the time, he just said, you know what, I'm gonna take y'all somewhere now, because he was raised as a Jehovah's Witness.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know about
To
that.
do this is really, he had the gold suit on. And that started getting brothers and sisters more conscious, wait a minute, he going, remember the time? He got Imani up there. He got them all. He didn't even perform. He just stood up when he did the award show with that. I got chills just thinking about that.
Yeah.
That was another kind of snapback at society.
Yeah.
Y'all trying to stop me. My name Michael. Now I'm gonna take y'all way back and to remember the time and take y'all back to the walls and Kim it. And
Yes.
then she fell in love with him.
And I love that. This is probably one of my favorite versions of Mike, just because I just remember the launch of this video. And I love the fact that, he was leaning into his blackness, had John Singleton directing this video. I love that all I was really into dancing. So just the choreography was great. You had all the popular dancers in this video. I recognize some of the dancers from In Living Color.
Oh, really? They're in there?
Yeah.
The Fly Girls?
Yes. Then you had Big Les. She right behind Mike popping it. You have Josie, one of the Fly Girls from In Living Color.
Everybody except J-Lo.
This dude named Stretch, he was famous.
Yeah.
NY dancer.
Yeah.
Right?
And then there was a lot of symbolism in this video, which a lot of people don't realize, that the dancers, they were the hieroglyphs coming to life. So there's a part
drop that down, drop it.
when the break dance, before the dancing comes, they're like the dancers, they kind of like come out in kind of like this mechanical way, but their hands are kind of pointed, like mimicking the hieroglyphs. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like a lot of people miss that, but pretty much like that's what that was. Like the hieroglyphs were coming to life, and then they start dancing with Michael Jackson. But it's just like I love this video.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of dissed. Yeah, so you're saying those were actual the hieroglyphs right there, and they came off the wall.
Yeah, you see how they like have their hands. So if you have to like rewind back to like if you like if you were to like we would have to watch the whole video. Yeah, so there's a way where like see right here they're coming how they're coming. You see how they're coming out the wall,
right? Oh, I never caught that.
Yeah.
Yeah, mimicking
There's
the
no more
Egyptian
hieroglyphs on the wall. They
positions.
danced. They right there.
Mhm.
To me, it was just like here. Yeah. I got the power
Right
to go
there,
all the way back.
wall.
Huh?
See right there, they're coming off the wall. Like that's just hard. That's just hard, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fire.
Just the dancer in me, just like those type of little, you know, details. It's like that reminds me of, you know, seeing Coming to America for the first time. And remember the wedding in the beginning of the movie where Prince Hakeem was supposed to you know, marry his wife in that arranged marriage, and they had that big dance sequence. I think that was choreographed by Debbie Allen. But yeah,
Wow.
you know, it was that.
And let me say this, you know, Spielberg didn't want to do this video. So he went to John because he wanted it like this. He wanted all of them to look like that. You know what I'm saying? He wanted it's the way. So Spielberg did what, Thriller? Which one he did? So this was to me, this was his last back because it's like, wait a minute, hold on. They got Ancient Kemet in there. They got everybody's black coming off the walls. And wait a minute. Mike's talking about remember the time. Wait a minute, what it had nothing to do with the video. He was like, remember the time, right? And it was like, wow, this is artistic, incredible. This is different. It had all that, and it's like body blow. Y'all gonna have to kill me after this. After I do this, I drop this, and it's like from there, it was never. It was like, yo, they hurt his leg. Remember when he did the live performance? He couldn't stand up. He had a cast on.
I do remember that.
Yeah, remember? Put that one up, AD, and they wouldn't even let him. It's like I don't think they wanted him to perform. So he had like a big cast on, and he was sitting there, and he would just stand up, and he would sit back down. Like who broke Mike's leg? Why is Mike's leg in a cast? You know, he was like sitting in the wheelchair, and he stood up, and he was like, all he did was remember, girl, and he had to sit back down. But he was just like laughing through the whole performance, and it was like a sinister laugh on his face. Pull up, Remember the Time live. Yeah, you see this? There you go. He was in a chair. And this was like right after the video.
Do you remember how it all began? It just seemed like
broke up.
Do you remember?
He did this in front of the world, yo.
He was a cold piece.
Yeah, he did that in front of the world. And that was like a historic moment to me. Yeah, that was hard. That was hard. Is that a little meme? Yeah, if you get a chance, when y'all get a chance, watch out the whole performance. He doesn't even move in it. And I think if they would have allowed him to move, I think they told him, for real, this is just me. My conspiracy theory is saying that they didn't want him because it was so much of a big thing. I think this would have probably been his best performance for all. And he had all the hip hop dancers. You said, Big Les, he had Stretch, He had all these great dances in it. If he would have done, and then all of it was like his leg is broke. They gave him the throne. He's sitting on the throne, and it's like, get out of here, yo. And then so all he could do is like stand up. And I think they didn't want him to do that. But to see his face, he's smiling because he knows something that he's like, take that. Like Diddy, take that, take this. And he's laughing through the whole thing because he knows that he's like playing with it. You could play what I sent you, AD. There's a it says Bobby Hemmett. I think I got a couple.
Hold on, before I
Go
take this picture
Go
down.
ahead.
But
Let's go in.
but ladies, this hair right here was prime Michael Jackson press and curl. Like before we knew, you know, that he was wearing the wigs or the whatever, we used to be so confused. Like, how does he get his hair so perfect? But his hair used to lay like him and Prince. They used to have them little pressing curls, down pat.
Well, they had wigs, man. They had wigs. They had the back then we didn't know what that was. Like, yo, he did his style.
That was still a good wig, though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they had extensions before that, but they just did it in styles. Even Rick James. Look how Rick James joints were always like,
Which,
living in together.
his was wiggy though. You could tell that was a wig. But
his looked like the Nubian. Like if you ever saw the Nubian, to me this is how they was coming off. But we were so young we couldn't catch it. Put up Nubian wig, AD, and Rick James. Look how his wig was sitting. Go ahead, shut up. If you
still want
Bobby
me?
Hemmett.
You want me to show this still, or
Yeah. Let Now I Was Born into.
Child. He was a man child. He ran Motown, he ran the Jackson 5. He was completely a man. He had everything about him. His essence when he was performing at his age was that of a grown man. And he reversed and became a child man. So when he was a child, he was a man. When he became an adult and as he got older, he became more and more a child. You see what I'm saying? So it was a man-child that became a child man. The Benjamin Button story was his story, released on December 25th, on Christmas Day. Same time, Eartha Kitt makes the transition. Michael Jackson at first.
Hold on. Eartha Kitt passed away on Christmas. Not Santa, baby. Zach, check that, please. Because they're not about to tell me this. Because I'm about to take this computer and throw it through the window. I'm gonna act like some of the Cowboy fans when they missed that field goal, when they broke the TV. I don't want to break. Damn.
all right?
Look at something else. Yeah, man. Yeah. So what we waiting on? Oh, we got Now I Was Born in the building. Peace. So on Michael, both Mike and Prince were. See this person right there? Because you don't know the timeline they was in. A lot of, if you want to talk about David Bowie, if you want to talk about Boy George, I need you to. There's a plethora of androgynous artists that came out back then that was different. You know what I'm saying? So you have to take it back and look at David Bowie. He had paint on his face like lightning, and he had some dope songs. You know what I'm saying? Look at Kiss and all of that. Would you say that about all of them? It was a whole different style back then. You know, this era is totally different. So you would think Prince had Apollonia, he had mad girls, Vanity. So you got to check that out before you make a statement like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we don't live in that time that they lived in. If like they didn't have internet, what if they had internet, yo? You probably would have been wearing what they wear. You know what I'm saying? They'd have been spread. They came out at a time there was no internet. Prince was trying to figure it out, but they knew something, but they was dropping this back then. So you gotta look at that, my brother. Now I was born on the craft. Once again, salute.
Like a wheel within the wheel.
Woo. I don't got no bomb. Hit a bomb for him, AD.
Peace to the queen of Khalifa over here. Okay, code 17. Honest to you, queen. Always great to see you. Always great to hear your analysis. So Architect D, no father to his style, no father to his sound, but he holds the rocket up and never holds it down. Salute Architect D.
Yeah. Peace.
And honest to the Iron Saw.
I don't think she knew you was talking to
The
Code 17, I think
masterful
he was talking to you. Code 17, you with us? I don't think she knows.
Mute. I know.
She was on mute. That's why she couldn't hear. Like,
Hey, no,
good.
no, I thought I forgot I was on mute.
Honest to you, queen. Glad to see you.
Thank
The
you. It's
masterful Buddha who left hip hop with his mark. One and only Killah Priest. I was like, they talking Michael Jackson. I need to get in real quick before they go to
come
another
on, bro.
subject.
There's room. There's room. Did you see the? Should we play the commercial for you again?
I've been watching.
You
Yeah. The fact that Antoine Fuqua is directing it is already enough. It's enough to watch. It's enough to watch. That means that there's going to be some responsibility in regards to the story. Antoine Fuqua gave us Equalizer, right? He gave us Equalizer, and he gave us that whole series of reforming how to look at those who might be doing things that we don't understand for purposes we don't understand. So he gave us back like a space. Like the Equalizer for me was like Man on Fire Part 2. You know, in Man on Fire, Denzel Washington's character is, taken out. And if you watch Man on Fire, while he's coming into the city, they show a flash of him leaving out of the city, passing away. So that part of him that was looking for forgiveness and redemption becomes his character in Equalizer. But he's still kind of in doubt about it, right? So, you get a chance to see a redemption story happening live with, the action to satisfy the things that you wish you would be able to do. So, Michael's story is a similar story. He's one that has a redemptive story, being from Gary, Indiana, of all places. You see what I'm saying? So even the trailer is giving the organization, right? With the father telling his children, like, yo, y'all gonna have to get this. I don't want y'all to end up like me type of situation. So humanizing a family in that space before the stardom, before the fame, before the world took over and started to tell their narratives, what it meant. If you're a Black person in a Black household, you have a story, right? So giving credence and light to that story too, in the midst of everything that's going on. But Michael is a special character. my platform, y'all remember, y'all was there for my cyberversary, right? It's on August 29th on purpose.
Wow.
It's Black August.
That's
It's
right.
August
That's
29th.
right.
It's my sister's birthday, and it's Michael's birthday, but it's also, the day for Hurricane Katrina. So all of those events all on the same day, right? So Michael being one of those polarizing, unforgettable figures, right?
Right.
He said in the reason for the Remember the Time video was he wanted to show Black people before slavery, to show Black people that your history doesn't begin with slavery. And the alley oop to Eddie Murphy was clowning him, on the stand ups and all of that stuff. So he wanted to reform how Eddie actually saw him. So when you saw them on Arsenio Hall, that was like a reconciliation. Like, I had this all wrong, right? So there's two figures that did that. Eddie Murphy was one, and Cat Williams was another one. So both of them had to change their story in the public. You see what I'm saying? Like certain things aren't just jokes when you're dealing with things in a matter of real life, right? So, Michael was a figure that stood for the earth, that stood for fallen humanity, and that stood against the powers that be for its treatment of the earth and the people. And that's something that he learned along the way. He was very conscious from a young age, and he put on. If you talk to any of the people that was close to him, put them on to a lot of information coming up. So Wesley gets his spark from Michael. There's some other people that was out there that y'all know that are prominent figures. He was with them. You see what I'm saying? And I remember Magic Johnson told that story about going to his crib, for the chicken, right? He's like, he wanted some chicken, but he didn't want to have no greasy chicken. So he asked for this baked, piece of chicken. And he said, Mike, come back with this bucket of KFC, eating it out of the bucket, looking at him like, you see what I'm saying? So it was over the norms that we had, or the things that we wanted to associate with them. They were damaging, they were dishonorable, but also he overstepped all of those boundaries. If y'all watch This Is It proved everything. He didn't have to say anything else. He didn't have to do anything else. And he literally said that this was it, right? So this was it. So you saw him with them Ed Hardy jeans on and that flight jacket and them Timbs. You understand what I'm saying? And they said he was sick. Like I took my children to the theater to see it. And I'm like, I'm like, this man 50 years old. Does he look sick? They're like, no. Does it look like he like little children? You see how he talking to that lady? You understand? So they're in there drawing their own analysis, right? So they're drawing their own analysis based off of what they actually see, not what they're being programmed to see. You see what I'm saying? So that was a life. Like, could you imagine raising children and having to go to court to fight for your life for a year? You go into trial for an entire year and some change, and you got to shield your children and your public/private life for allegations, right? For allegations. And they thought that he would be there alone, but they said it was like between 10,000 and 50,000 people every day at the trial. So they expected to be able to ambush him and leave him, but nah, he wasn't alone. You see what I'm saying? So there's some other means that was resorted. And you know what he said about Sony and what he said about Tommy Mottola, all of these things, right? So that comparison between, him and Prince is age old, but Prince stood against the same machine. He stood against the same industry. You see what I'm saying? So that's a grand unifier in regards to what it is. So you could be in a position to be able to own your art, to be able to own your masters, to be able to own your intellectual property instead of getting pennies on the dollar or negative pennies on the dollar. So he existed at a time where it was a deciding point. Whether you look at those videos that they didn't want to play on MTV, to what it is now. So the space of censorship and all of that, and that was a good clip from Bobby Hemming. I remember seeing that whole DVD back in the day. There was a lot of things that were told in regards to what he owned actually, in regards to catalogs and masters and things of that sort. So yeah, Mike was very integral for me from an image perspective and from just a space of fearlessness. And they took what they did for Remember the Time and came out with the Mummy. So the Mummy, the Mummy is the spinoff. They said, he went to Steven Spielberg and them and said he wanted to make that movie. And they said, oh, we wasn't ready for that. And then they came out with the Mummy with the UFC fighter. So, so that was another Jack story, like the many that they have of Bruce Lee. But I just wanted to add that in real quick before y'all got to another subject.
Right, no doubt. I want to add on to what you said. Let me just say this. Oh, I just got something beautiful. Woo! Yeah. Music equipment. But let me just say this. That and there's no shade on Eddie Murphy, but you're right. You're right. But you see, that's crazy is because he became secluded like how Mike was. So he made fun of Mike. Now he going through the same thing. Now, like you said, you have to change it up that Mike went through. And Mike, I didn't really know how that probably messed with Mike, that he didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? You're like, why would you separate me for that? Now I'm gonna have to hit you in the head, but remember the time. And I'm gonna have to and I put you in the video. he put him as king. He made him the hand pharaoh. I was like, oh, and all that stuff that's ill that you hit on that he used the same cat and he did the song with him in the video. What's up? They in the sky or something. He was always because he loved Eddie. Just to add on. That's it.
That was a different. That's when you think about it, it's like he looked at it like, okay, you clown me, but I'm gonna still honor you. You know what I'm saying? And that was another level. That's big.
Yeah, Eddie was big then. Eddie was on top of the world. But you get on top of the world, you got to see Mike. You got to go through Mike. Both Mikes, all three Mikes. You got to go 4 Mikes. Michael Irvin. No, what's Magic Johnson name?
Magic Johnson. Irvin.
Michael Irvin?
Yeah. No, Michael Irvin was the other.
Michael Jordan, Michael Irvin, Mike Tyson, Michael Tyson.
Yeah.
And Michael Jackson. There's all Michaels.
Yeah.
Irvin. I don't think his name Mike. I think it's just Irvin. I think
Irvin.
His nickname, right?
Yeah, it's the three Mikes, right? Mike,
3 Mikes. Yeah.
Jordan, Tyson, and Jackson. Yeah. The ritualized killing of the king, because Michael is Malik. Malik is king. So they don't. You see what I'm saying? So they'll have you and they'll put you up, and then they'll ritualize you in the spot. Shout out to Black Dot. Black Dot, gave us that like 20 years ago. The ritualized killing of the king. So, and if you look at El Hajj Malik Al Shabazz, right? Malcolm X, that's
another M.
Malik again. You see what I'm saying? The ritualizing of the killing of the king, right? Martin Luther King's name was Michael. Ritualized killing of the king. Like, it doesn't stop in regards to, when
still,
you're there.
even on Irvin, you had my bad. I'm sorry. Even on Irvin, you still had Magic. So that's another M. He was known as Magic Johnson.
And Michael Irvin, on the Cowboys. You see what I'm saying? Like what they did, like that's the place of the king, right? And the queen isn't safe, Malika. You see what I'm saying? So they've been some Malikas over the years, even Malcolm's daughter, Malika. You see what I'm saying? So You don't get away from these certain kind of personages, and that was one of the things that Bobby Hemmett was good with in regards to that redeeming sort of value, right? So changing your mind, right? So you out in the public, they boost you up high, and then they put you in some sort of scandal, and you got to retreat. So Eddie had to retreat. You see what I'm saying? So Martin saw that, right? They all saw that. They all saw it, and it's like, oh, it's not gonna happen to me until it happens to you. You see what I'm saying? It happens to you. It happens to you. Like you get a warning, you see it, you ignore that warning, they come get you. You see what I'm saying? One way or another. And you caught up in some scandal. Now you got to retreat from the public. You was in the public eye, and you retreat from the public eye. Right.
All right. Jafari. So Jafari birthday is July 25th. Same as Haile Selassie. Leo. Crazy. Pardon me. That's crazy.
That's the
Haile
nephew, right?
Selassie is 25th.
Is that the nephew? Is that the nephew
That's
or
the
the
nephew
cousin?
Nephew. Will play him. Jermaine's, I believe, is his oldest son, I believe. And then Mike and Jermaine always had their little problem. And then look who comes out of him. The person who plays Mike. That's great. And it was always them because I think Jermaine was the beginning. He was the leader of the Jackson 5 until Mike was born.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So Mike told a story. He goes, my mom's heard me in the room because Jermaine is the head of the Jackson 5. And so when they heard, the mother was like, Joe, you got to listen to him. And he said, he was just like, nah, man, Jermaine is the leader. Jermaine is the leader. And then when Joe finally heard him, he go, oh, okay. No, he's the lead singer. We want him down. And we want him down with the brothers. I think it was just 3 of them then, right? And then Marlon was like, if he on, then I want to come too. And them 2 came in, and they became the 5. It was just 3 of them. Tito, Jackie, and Jermaine. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, no. Oh, so Haile Selassie's the 23rd. My uncle's the 25th. Okay, yeah. I know Haile Selassie's the beginning of the Leo. And Jafari is the 25th. J-Lo.
Yeah, I just wanted to add in on the bill.
You at AD? You still in?
That was on
I'm
Michael.
here.
Michael was dope.
Oh, man. Little gift came today. I'm like, okay. All right. Yeah. Little interface action. For real. Man, this is a beautiful bill right now. Man, this is crazy. And when I first saw it, I was like, yo, how this gonna be? And then you said it right though, Born, because when I saw it, I said, yo, this look professional. It's like somebody who's a real fan of MJ. How many people we got up in here, man? AD. Because I promised I was gonna play a little bit more of the Nassau case.
Let me pull it up.
So his name is Jafar, right?
Yeah.
Like my man from Aladdin?
Like who?
Like my man from Aladdin?
Yeah. Word.
That was his name, right? Jafar?
Yeah. Yes. You still in, Cole? Yeah.
One who
travels.
travels.
You got that. What's the name? What I said? A Dizzle?
Yes, I have the what's the name, what she said.
Can we play a little bit of me and Mike?
Oh, yeah.
It's turned up. It's turned up tonight, man, because when I saw that, I was like, yo, that's fire.
Michael Jackson.
You talking about showing some NASA case, or are you talking about something else?
Yeah, let's show a little bit of NASA case. Yeah, with that.
You have 99 people in the chat.
All right, let's get them up a little bit more. Get them up a little bit more, and then we can play it. Gold is 110. We can do 120. 120. Can we get to 120?
Yeah, it's all by chance.
Yeah, the enrollment, huh?
It's all by chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just let us know. Whatever. This is gonna be my man Shroom is in town. Shout out to Shroom. For real. I gotta get with him soon because I got this little thing he told me to get. So we're gonna finish up. That's some good music. Let me see. I guess you could play something for them real quick.
Okay.
While they still there.
Okay. So just the first part of NASA case, or
I just keep it on. I'll tell you where to stop at. You can stop.
okay.
Let me take a picture of this.
This is Helen with Mission Control.
Yeah, take it back. Shout out to Purpose, man.
Good evening, Commander Priest. This is Helen with Mission Control. All systems are go for tonight's mission. If everything goes according to plan, you'll be back at the space station within 8 hours. Please be safe out there, Commander.
During the space flight, late night, Todd laughed in the Podcraft as we engage heights. All systems go. Bird head to PlayStation. Eye on you. Come in, Squawk and Crow. The burrow owls are looking good. Look out for further commands. Wingspan. The birds are now in dreamland. How's it out there, Captain? Tell me. Airy. Kinda tired. I could use a coffee from the deli. That's a long way. RSJ. There's no asteroids, Commander. Clear. I'll reach back in 7 hours. Now I'm about to get some winter beer. Goodbye, ducks. His eyes shut. Shut all his gears. Put himself in auto stare through the spheres. 3, 2,
Godspeed, Commander.
1. Turbulence. Rumbling. All systems go. Get up quick. Crew grab control. Hold. Levels up. The ship turns sideways. Gaze the nebula. It's beautiful. Alarms ringing. Horn shouting. Sprinklers.
Stop it right there. Stop it right there. NASA case is on his way. It's longer than what you think. I see a little bit of fire up in here. Wrong direction, Pav, man. Shout out. It's a little bit more to it. Word. About to sit up there. Yeah, let me know what y'all think. Oh, somebody got sweat in there. Shout out to Dave Flores if you're up in the building. Right. Somebody says fire. Good looking. Inspiration.
That's what I was gonna ask you. What can you give us a little bit of what inspired you to do this project?
My brother Hakim. Shout out to the God. What it is my take on, because I think it's the right time to take what rap did for me. It's like take me to another state of mind. When I first came with Heavy Mental, I think I was in that state where just the song alone. Well, we went into Beyond Dreamland. And that's my take on it. It's like Nassau case would be something good because it deals with the phenom of close encounters and would be my version of having a poltergeist experience. Like, so it's my close encounter of a seventh kind. So I would go a little beyond the third. So this is my version of in touch with the outer touch, but still being in touch, outreach. Then it goes into some other things that I won't reveal yet, but they'll get a chance to see it.
Okay.
So I'm like, a lot of stuff wasn't reported. So this is just my case.
Reminds me, it puts into mind like X-Files. I used to love X-Files when I was in college. I used to love watching the X-Files, I guess, are like these top secret files like you created your own file. But I think it's a dope project. I say I've been privy to see the whole thing, and it's something else. It's an experience. If you like, you guys, real Priest fans, you like won't be disappointed. Like you've really taken, and I love it because you've mixed storytelling with music. Your collaboration with Dave Flores, the animator, it's just next level, and it's maybe it's fitting that we're talking about Michael Jackson, because he's just known for putting so much care into all of his music videos and anything that he's put out. And I know that you consistently do that, but you had in mind your fans, or your followers. You really were like, I want to present something like spectacular for them. I want to like step it up and, give them, something that they haven't seen before. And so it's definitely gonna be worth all of you guys' while. Like, I promise you, like it's gonna be money well spent. So go sign up, get your Patreon subscription, because like I promise you, you'll be like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yo, yeah, this is definitely something that I wanted to take it to where I see it, and it's what hip hop done for me. So this just the beginning. That's nothing. This just the beginning. This just the beginning. Trust me. There's no turning back now. I'm fully engaged. So I'm fully locked in. So there's no turning back. So we don't stop till we get to the Nebula, and then after that, we'll deal with the Adronima. But we're dealing with.
Don't stop till you get enough.
Hey, I like that.
Shout out to AD with the Captain EO, right? Y'all remember the joint?
Yeah.
He had "Leave Me Alone" on there. Like
Yeah.
he retreated out in space, literally. It was like I had to leave. He had to leave Earth. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how much in the thick of it he was. He had to go somewhere to be able to, clear his mind. In your case, like it's the mind that permeates the universe, right? I've still been on my Twilight Zone marathon, so I got a Twilight Zone reference for everything, right? A recent one I just watched, it was 2 astronauts, they landed on another planet, right? And they found some little people on the planet. So the one guy is like, all right, whatever, yo, I'm out of here. The other guy, he decides he wants to be their god. So they make this, statue of him overnight. So he sees it, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay here and rule over them." You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna stay here and rule over them. He mistreated them, he berated them, and I think he did something crazy to a couple of them, right? And they built up the statue, and he shot at the other dude. He was like, "Yo, ain't no room for two gods." He said, "I'm saying they're gonna be monotheistic, right? Quote unquote." So the other dude, he leaves. And he leaves just in time. These other astronauts come, right? They're like 100 times his size. So now he the little dude, and he's not in a position of power anymore. It wasn't even a day. So he was in a quote unquote position of power for a day, and that's what he did with it. So the astronaut picks him up and he crushes him by accident. He's like, "You killed him." He's like, "I didn't mean to. I just, picked him up." So all he did was pick him up. That's what he was looking for. He was looking to be lifted up because he was the little man in his mind and he had that complex. And when he was in a position of power, he was harmful with it. So just as easily as he was put in power, he could be taken out. So from a hip hop perspective, there are many who have come along this way and they got this stardom and a little bit of fanfare and they were abusive with it, right? So the mind that permeates the universe is sent one to swim from lost and found. That's my Master Killah reference right there. To show them, all right, you cool over here, right? On this level, you might look like a giant, but in reality, you an ant. You see what I'm saying? Like you're an ant. So, this is another opportunity to see, like, all right, your favorite MC, your top 5 dead or alive list and all this stuff that they be talking about, they're not doing this. Not because they don't want to do it, because they can't do it. So now we about to get in a way where we get the truth. Truth be the life preserve, you can't drive. Shout out to Master Killah.
Shout out to Master Killah, man. Yeah. We got something in the work as me and Killah where Rod Sterling, right ahead of his time. Let's go to since we still on MJ.
We got 5 more minutes till song promotion.
Let's just get into it. Come on, let's go.
We got 11.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay, here we go.
Your music, we play it live on the show for Killah Priest and the world to hear.
All right, let's go. We got some submissions today, so we're doing submissions from today and from last episode. The first one we got right here is from Ceaseless One from Long Beach. It's an MP3. It's called The Benefactor. Here we go. Sorry, take it from the top. Here we go.
Yeah, let's get this album done. Where you at? Doing a podcast.
That is cool. I'm feeling that. It's got a good good bounce to it. I think there's a part where you have the horns in it. I probably would bring that up a little bit. It's got those horns. But I like it. I like it's got a good feel to it. I can get the style you're going for right there. Production's not bad, you know. I think somebody could tear that up. Anyway, what y'all think?
Very cool. So mini Hotep in the building.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would sound kind of interesting. It kind of had like this otherworldly sound to it. Like it made me think of spaceship. Maybe because we're talking about space, but it kind of made me think of that. But you know, it's for the most part like a simplistic track. It built up to it. Had a couple little layers to it, but it was cool.
Cool. Priest, what you think?
Had a let's see. It was consistent, very consistent, one dimensional. Never really changed, but I like the flow of it. But I think if you want to intrigue a little bit more, just show us a little bit more like switch up in it. But the actual kind of like format of it was dope. It's dope.
Yep. All right, now it's born.
AD, I want to hear them 8 bars you rhymed when you first heard the beat.
Yeah, I had it in my head, but for
I
time,
know it. I know it. I already know it.
Yeah.
That was good enough. That was good enough for me because I could see it, right?
Yeah.
One of those trance joints that just catch you. You know what I'm saying? I think it was meant to be that way.
True.
Dope 6 listeners. Salute.
True. All right, let's keep it moving. Next up, we've got an artist named Frequency God G Smooth. Song is called Living Waters, Tears of Sophia. Here we go.
Shout out to G Smooth. Hold on, let me introduce this right, man.
Go ahead.
He was gonna introduce this last time, so we gotta get this a big up. He already sent me this track, but let's go. This right here is the Living Waters of Sophia Tears. Let's go.
All right, that was a kind of cool track. I like the vibe, very chill. I like the choir that's in there. The ooh, that's good. I like it. Kind of a big sound, but still kind of mild and chill, relaxed. Almost reminds me of
what you think about it.
Reminds me of Forest of the Happy Ever After, to be honest.
I can see that. Yeah, that's the Tears of Sophia, man. I think I'm gonna have to. I already dabbled in it, but I think it's more of a fluorescent. Like, yeah, it's giving me that type of vibe. It's almost forward and backwards at the same time, so it's giving me like good vibe of that. I'm thinking
Fluorescent.
walking into the light.
It's the sounds of the water. It's very relaxing. It reminds me of like a sauna or just being amongst nature.
She be on point. I don't know where it come from. She just be knowing.
True. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah, I'm excited to hear Priest on the joint, man. It's already there. It's gonna be on something. You see what I'm saying? Like and I love the straightforward and the distortion. You see what I'm saying? So, Living Waters, we talking baptism, right? So you want to hear the Iron Soft with Sophia's tears. You see what I'm saying? The Iron Soft with Sophia's tears. You got the mother, you got the mothership, you got the birth canal, you got life, death, resurrection, all in the space of Living Water. So I'm excited. Excited to hear you on the joint, Free. Gonna be crazy. Shout out to G Smooth.
G Smoothie.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Next up, we've got an artist named Khalif Soldier of Allah from Newark, New Jersey. He has a song here called Dear Heavens. I'm sorry, Dear Hebrews. Here we go. Hold on, I'm not sure if he. Oh, stop at 2. Hold on a second. Is this the right spot?
Yo.
Stop. Oh, stop at 2. Here we go. Here we go.
Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. In the name of Allah. Alhamdulillah-ir-Rabbil Alameen. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Right. All praises due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds. I gotta raise my sons right and all of my girls. Cause Shaitan, known as Satan, is running the world. I'm a soldier of the creator that created the world. Them Hebrew Israelite camps are stuck in a swirl. Them Hebrew Israelite camps, they making up doctrine. You're a patient that's sick. Who the fuck are you doctoring? They paying people to walk up like I don't acknowledge it. They talking crazy like Muslims can't get on some hostile shit. Islam is forever and there is no stopping it. Ishmael is my uncle, why you hate? Cause I'm proud of it. Quran is pure fact, I like you don't acknowledge it. It confirms everything that's inside of your Bible, bitch. Your Hebrew is weak, your knowledge is weak, and that's why they laugh at you. The Prophet Muhammad will see you in vomit just based off of your character. I'm looking dumb cause I say that I'm Judah and Muslim. You look in the mirror, bro. Talk so much knowledge inside of a room, it probably lift up the ceiling, bro. The truth is right in front of you, but you probably really don't give a fuck. I'm always in search of some knowledge, I really just can't get enough. So I learned a lot about the Torah by watching some of y'all videos. Gotta give credit where credit's due. Got mad respect, but I ain't feeling y'all. All that hating on Muhammad, bro. That's the same thing y'all did to Yahshua. Us Israelites disobeyed the Creator. That's a fact. So we chose the seed of Ishmael after us. Why you mad? Those are cousins. I'm talking originals, not the modern. You will hear me if you drop the microphone and stop hollering. The people that's in Arabia ain't the real Arabs. The people that's in Israel ain't the real Israelites. They both on stolen property. That's why they having missile fights. All these civil wars got citizens having pistol fights. Truth be told, politics don't matter in the afterlife. All we have is our deeds and how we let it live our lives. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Truth be told, politics don't matter in the afterlife. All we have is our deeds and how we let it live our lives. Yeah. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim.
All right. What y'all think about that?
How you feel, yo? I don't know, kind of upset. but he put it down lyrically. It give me a vibe like Pac. Like I said this before, like he just says what's on his heart at that moment and at that time. And it's hard to like the disrespect, just like he's coming out real and he's just saying it. I don't think he caring about wordplay. It's more about feeling. And sometimes that come across straight up. So it's like brothers on the street. And then he brought it back around in a full circle. So it's good to see that he made peace at the beginning. But yeah, I understand what he's saying. That some of them brothers that be on the street be going crazy. So, I stand by you on that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those artists that, the first thing I was thinking was like, okay, he has a strong point of view, which, it matches just the intensity of the song. So, like I think it's one of those songs, if you're looking for music, where the artist, is just passionate about what they're talking about, then, he's talking that talk. And I would say, the rapper, he definitely has a solid flow. I like the beat. I did like just the creative aspects to it, like the combining the prayer with incorporating the prayer within the rap song. I thought it was creative.
We have to hold back Mighty Hebrew, Harry. So go ahead. There we go. That was a great take, by the way.
Word. That's my nephew from my neighborhood right there. And AD is Newark. It's not Newark. Newark is in Delaware. It's Newark.
Newark.
Yeah, Newark. Yeah. That's
Got
where I'm
you.
from, AD.
Got you.
It's hard.
So my man went full jihad on the track. He went jihad on the track, man. So I would much rather hear him on the track than in the street because, he's one that found some redemption in his life, and this is his way of life. You know what I'm saying? So just like many of the Hebrews, this is what they found, and it's redemptive in their life. So if you find something redemptive in your life, you're going to protect it. Raising his families like that, it's his seeds and all that. So it's something to be commended. So you're going to say what he say on the track. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to say what he say on the track. So Khalif, man, keep that sword sharp. Keep it sharp.
Yeah, not too bad. It could probably get some work on the master. Do you know what I mean? Just to bring up the bass and the kick and all that. But overall, it's cool.
What do you feel about the lyrics, though, AD?
Oh, I mean, I don't really speak on lyrics. I speak mostly on the production and stuff like that. But I mean, like, I can't relate to it myself. But like I said, when I'm listening, I'm not even listening to. I'm just listening to production. The choice of snare, the mix, the master. It's the same thing when I do mixing and mastering for artists. I'm not even listening to what they're saying. I'm going all sonic, all audio, all the time. You know what I'm saying? Except for when I'm mixing Priest. When I'm mixing Priest, it's hard to like ignore what he's saying because it's like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? But that's a different type of situation.
Yo, remember when who was going at it? It was the dude who always kept going at Crip Jesus. What was his name?
Coverboy.
But it wasn't Coverboy.
Oh, you're talking about
the beat.
You talking about Postmortem?
Yeah, and you would just play it, and it'd be just like you would say, you would introduce it, but you would introduce it just like because we had a couple battles going down on the Podcraft, but you would just introduce it like it was nothing, like you wasn't really paying attention, but you would just be like, for instance, you'll just be like, yo, Triple OG Blood says F you.
Yeah.
This is wild. I was like, AD, he going at Crip Jesus, man. Word.
Yeah, see, I don't be paying attention sometimes. You know, to the lyrical aspect as much as, you know, my specialty.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Just want to see if you're paying attention.
Yeah, but I'll let y'all speak on that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's go. Coming up next, we got an artist named Hybrid Cypher from London, UK. The song is called Live Cypher. Okay, here we go. Setting it up. Okay. To YouTube.
Novocaine, I overcame the pain. Brothers Orion's blaze of phoenix rise from the flames. Schizo, psycho, pseudo, judo, drunken master with a tombstone. Rhyme blown ancient poems off the dome, enter my zone. You can't dismantle the rugged rhyme vandal. Modify the third eye, the Gemini caused a scandal. Your thoughts will bridge from here to Massachusetts. I stay elusive with the grace of a Buddhist. So tranquil, so relaxed, symptomless coma. I rode the four horsemen all the way into a supernova. I drank the chalice in the palace of a borealis. I make planet shift into stone fragments, bicentennial arms, no need to do no harm. From here to kingdom come, represent shell and bomb. The calm before the storm come, letting off cruise missiles, rockets and firearms.
Okay, so that was a live cipher performed by Hybrid Cypher over in London, UK. He was in Portsmouth in the south of England.
He's in the trenches.
What you think about that?
He's in the trenches. He's on the battlefield. He's in war mode. It seemed like, I don't know if he had a sword, but it seems like that. Is he in battle mode right there? Is he going? Somebody going at him? But he's in his trenches. That's how you do it sometimes.
Yeah, it's a cipher.
Oh, it's just a cipher. Okay.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, I think so. Cool.
Believe, soldier of Allah, I see you in the building.
I like the setup. It's cool to see ciphers even happening like that. You know what I mean? Where it's not necessarily a battle. It's like artists are able to display their skill, and that beat is classic for that type of display and performance. You know what I mean? What you think, Knowledge?
Yeah, I think it's dope. The essence of hip hop. You see what I'm saying? That's how we all started. That's what me and Priest met anyway.
Right, real talk.
in the cipher, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the building.
Yeah, that was cool. Code 17, you there? All right. So yeah, shout out once again to Hybrid Cypher. There she is.
No, yeah, just piggyback off of everything else. I think he was dope. You know, to Cypher, he was going for what you know. Confident, solid flow. Seemed like he was holding his own.
Yeah, he shouted out Aurora Borealis in there too. I mean, just the words, but I'm just saying. It sounded cool. Getting lyrical with it. But yeah, I got nothing critical against it. I think these are good submissions too to get those lives in there. Always have, if you're gonna go live, have somebody record it. You know, because as y'all already know, it's a whole other vibe. All right, let's go. Next up, we've got an artist named T Dot. T Dot is a metaversian. It says Milwaukee Street Joseph Hospital. The song is called Lifted. Okay, let's go.
I get lifted.
Okay, hold on a second. The link he sent me actually.
Before they rip off the skirt. Remember that joint, Priest?
Yeah.
Take it back. The song is called Diminished. Here we go.
Yeah. 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 I'm charging niggas 90, I call 9% interest. This the last dime, you eat off my earnings. You finished, I ain't do shit, the universe when it diminished them. I ain't stupid, just sending the verse and niggas will end it quick. Welcome to the meta where we open doors together. Long as niggas ain't greedy, everybody eats forever. I swear the plays we making got them thinking that we better, but it's just finesse with crab, plus niggas not giving passes. I Silicon Valley, the mother busted ceramic. If I fed you, you my son, I take care of our ones. This is not a slight against you, the grain or a bum, cause niggas who care less never left square one, and niggas who jack shit, they could never be the one. Study lessons, load your gun in the mind or in the slums, I'm done. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm charging niggas 99.9% interest. It's the last dime you eat off my earnings. You're finished. I ain't do shit the universe when it diminished them. Yeah, I'm charging niggas 99.9% interest. This the last dime you eat off my earnings. You're finished. I ain't do shit the universe when it diminished them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm charging niggas 99.9% interest. This the last dime you eat off my earnings. You're finished. I ain't do shit the universe when it diminished them. I ain't stupid, just finish the verse and niggas that end it quick.
All right, what y'all think about that?
I like the slow pace, melodic, and sometimes you just want to get stuff off your chest. That's that type of. You ain't got to write too hard. Get it off your chest. So.
Definitely. I like the mood of the track. Very melodic. Just overall well produced. I like the artist's flow, and his wordplay is very witty. Yeah, what was it? I was trying to catch what was it, what do you call that when they the part where they're repeating? Is that the hook or the bridge?
Chorus?
Was that his chorus? But anyway, I like that part where he was saying something about like, this is the last time you eat off of my dime. Something like that. But anyway, with witty wordplay.
Yeah. What do you think, Knowledge?
Yeah, I agree. It had me in like a little nip from my hustle zone. You see what I'm saying? A little nip from my hustle zone where kind of like Donnie Arcade. See what I'm saying? Like he used the time. The beat had a big like draw in, and he wrote it seamlessly. It's like he wasn't even trying, but it's not like he was given subpar. You see what I'm saying? He was given that wave straight through.
Yeah.
And I like his message. He said, "Diminished. Welcome to the Killah Priest Podcraft, where we share our passion through sharing our craft." So that's a beautiful way to surmise what we do here with song promotion too.
Yeah. And I like that boom bap style. That snare was cracking in there too. So definitely a head bobber. So I'm feeling those types of beats all day. Just chill, like
How many more we got?
Piano.
I gotta get out of here.
We got 1, 2, 3, like 4, or maybe 5. Right. Actually, we got 5. Okay, so next up we've got same artist, but this one's called Lifted.
No competition. No competition. Man, when I had no pot to piss in. Man, when I had no rap was gifted. Man, when I had no ends was lifted. This ain't the end. It's a new beginning. Your mind is missing. How you can't tell the time you pimping? They clocking all your movement and you swear you got precision. You hanging out with losers, but you claim you always winning. You in states of confusion, what you doing not remembered. I'm fully focused, loaded till I reach my full remembrance. You cannot chart my light cause it's too bright, fuck up your vision. You tryna bite my life, return the sender with the interest. I need every red cent like copper conducting the splendor. I need so much of it, when counting up it give me splinters. I just rolled Mayflowers, got me going to November. I bet you never see a nigga this fly for a minute. I just rolled Mayflowers, got me going to November. I bet you never see a nigga this fly for a minute. No competition, man, when I had no pot to piss in. Man, when I had no rap was gifted. Man, when I had no ends was lifted. No competition. No competition.
All right, what you think about that?
I think I like the music. I like the beat.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting. His flow was also interesting. It was kind of that kind of with subdued flow, kind of whispering into the mic. You know, that style of rapping is kind of hit or miss for me. I like to sometimes, like, if you work your way in or out of that, it gets a little bit monotone to rap like that throughout the whole track.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely something there though.
Nice. What do you think, Knowledge? Oh, you muted.
Pardon me. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of trap. So like that minute 30, minute 35 is made in that space for the new ear, right? Cole, we got old ears. You know what I'm saying? Like this is that 1 minute, 30 seconds, 90 seconds. It's too long, right? You gotta hit them with the boop, boop, boop. They gotta agree with the beat initially, and then they gotta that's their language. That's the whole language. They gotta if you don't hit them with none of that, they can't even hear it.
Mm-hmm.
They said when they want to go get educated, they go back and listen to our stuff, and they sit still and be like, "Oh yeah, they like he kicking knowledge or she kicking knowledge, blah 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 blah." But for they think it's just like literally, that's a science. You see what I'm saying? So even with the title lifted, it's like, all right, this is what y'all used to. So he hitting them with their language.
Yeah.
Pardon me, AD.
No, you good. What do you think? What do you think, Priest? KP. I'll go next. I thought it was cool. He's good with his mixes. That's a good mix. He in the studio. I can tell he's checking his levels. So I got nothing against the mix. I like the beat. I think it's hitting. And his mastering's not bad either. So good job on the production. You know what I'm saying? Priest, you there? All right. So we finna keep it moving. But yo, shout out once again to T Dot is a Metaversian on that track.
Yeah, he's in the chat too.
Okay, cool. Shout out to T Dot. Coming up next, we've got an artist here named Year of the Mosquito, Master of the Universe from the God Sector. The song is called I Am the One Who Points the Way.
Yaka katana dongi, yaka katana dongi.
Hello, mosquito.
Hello, mosquito.
Hello, mosquito.
Hello, mosquito.
Hiya. Man, Mosquito, man, you never cease to amaze,
Year of the Mosquito, Master of the Universe. I am the one who points the way. Godsector.com. What y'all think about that?
That's my type of
Wouldn't
music. I love Mosquito. I love how his tracks start out. They're always kind of mysterious, like you want to know, like, where is this going? You know, so I love the whole tribal chant, but then, like, you know, I love how like the beat drops and this just like the track just like builds into this high energy sound, and then he reincorporates the chant like with the track, like the beat. So I just, you know, it's just that high energy. Like it's one of those tracks though where it's for one of those like ready to go MCs, you know what I'm saying, who could just like hang with that kind of like high energy track. I love it.
That's what's up.
Fire, man. Buzz.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Buzz.
You hear the buzz, it's a rap.
Yeah. Send that in. That's you, Priest.
Yeah.
Send that right away, yo. Send that right away. I'm ready.
Yeah, he always doing his
Righteous
thing.
Hero El Tijjar.
Tracks.
Absolutely. Shout out to Year of the Mosquito. That was straight fire. And also
Like
he's
CPI Washington. You ever saw that from Venice?
uh-uh.
Why not you? I'm getting out here. Say knock on the door.
Mosquito also says peace to the Podcraft, Royal Priesthood, and peace to the God Sector. Shout out to Year of the Mosquito with another banger. Let's go. Next up, we got an artist named Khalif, Soldier of Allah, from Brick City Lions and Virgin, 7th Avenue, Newark, New Jersey. See, I pronounced it right this time.
Newark, AD. It's one word.
Newark.
Newark.
So like N-O-R-K, Newark.
Yes. There we go.
All right, from Newark, New Jersey. This song is called That Get Back. Here we go.
This that get back. We want our shit back. This that get back. We want our shit back. This that get back. We want our shit back. Yeah. This that get back. Yeah. We want our shit back. This that get back. Yeah. We want our shit back. This that get back. Yeah. We want our shit back. This that get back. Yeah. We want our shit back. This that get back. We want our shit back. This that get back. We want our shit back. This that get back. We want our shit back. This that get back. We want our shit back.
This that Indian music, real Indian music. You're addictionist to the land you standing on. Stupid, I'm just curious. If you a warrior, why you not shooting? They made a plan to take our land, and now our land is polluted. Prisoners of war, my people are poor. I just can't ignore. Instead of purchasing land, these niggas is purchasing Jordans. Look at you, a slave on your own land. Do your genealogies, Africa's not your homeland. This shit is easy, I can do this shit with no hands. You niggas freaky, how you chill with homies with no pants. Shout out to Jeezy, in this cold world, I'm a snowman. You can't beat me even if you high off that coke, man. And you the problem if you the neighborhood coke, man. Another problem, my elders is high off that dope, man. Alabama Creek, Cherokee inside my blood, man. Seminole Wars, my blood is mixed with this land, man.
This that get back. We want our shit back. This that get back. We want our shit back. This that get back. We want our shit back. This that get back. We want our shit back. This that get back. We want our shit back. This that get back. We want our shit back. This that get back. We want our shit back. This that get back. We want our shit back.
African American, Africa's a continent. America was stolen and her people are the hostages. They labeled us a stolen country and the whole continent. They hiding our true identity. I mean, it's obvious. $5 Indians. They just copied us. Genocide on paper, the Snyder Act, this the evidence. Alabama, these the Indians, not the ones you see on TV. Those pretendians, Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans, and all of the Caribbeans.
We the real Indians, man. Black people in America are the real Indians, man. They took our shit, man. They took our shit, niggas. Oh, so y'all gangsters, huh? Well, take y'all shit back, niggas. Y'all aiming at the wrong people. Change the direction y'all shooting at, niggas. Get our shit back.
This that get back.
Let's go get our
shit back. This that
Let's
get
go
back.
get our shit
We
back,
want our
niggas.
shit back. This
Let's
that get back.
these
We want our shit
reservations,
back.
niggas.
This that get back.
They
We
took
want our
our
shit
shit,
back.
niggas.
If you tired of your tribe
It's
members
way
getting
more
killed,
less than them.
all these cops are fucking ops cause they get you killed.
Yeah.
All these cops are fucking ops cause they'll get you killed.
Yeah.
All these cops are fucking ops cause they'll get you killed.
Fuck 'em.
If you tired of your tribe members getting killed,
Yeah.
all these cops are fucking ops cause they'll get you killed.
What?
All these cops are fucking ops cause they'll get you killed.
What?
All these cops are fucking ops cause they'll get you killed. Fuck 'em.
Come on, y'all, say it with me now. This that get back. We run our shit. Say it with me, y'all. This that get back. We run our
Yo.
shit. Say it with me. This that get back. We run our shit. Yeah.
That is straight fire. What y'all think about that?
I would say this is like a perfect track to start Black History Month out with, you know, talking that talk. But I like the beat and I like the energy of the track. And flow's pretty solid, you know.
For real. That was a banger right there. What you think, Knowledge? Knowledge Born, yeah.
My nephew getting busy over there. You understand? This is our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So him and Crip Jesus probably gonna have to collab. If that's the vein. If that's the vein, him and Crip gonna have to collab because those spaces kind of make sense, right? The Black Indian Wars, you know, and what he's talking about in regards to reclamation for right here just makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was great delivery. The mix was good. That beat is straight fire. I love choir involved. I love when it's epic. He's got his music video down too. I was starting to get some Zodiac vibes with the way he was putting his production up there. Really high quality, like animation, regeneration, whatever you want to call it. That's straight fire. I see this as straight quality. I understand he has to put his watermark on there because like he's putting out something so good he doesn't want it to get copied. But that's understandable. But this is the type of music that can go viral. So that was just straight fire. I was feeling it all the way through. And his delivery is good too. You know what I mean? The way he's projecting his vocals. I can't say enough about that beat. Mix and master was fire. So I got nothing critical against that. Great job. Khalif, Soldier of Allah, Brick City Lions and Bergen, 7th Street, Newark, New Jersey. Yeah. Man.
Those are street corners, AD.
Man, okay. But yeah, that was cool. I was feeling it.
AD.
Yeah.
I have to jump off now.
Got you.
But
I understand. Y'all got the man there.
yes. But see you later, Knowledge Born.
Peace, Code 17. Honest to you, love.
Thank you, Podcraft, for having me again.
Absolutely. Anytime, Code 17.
Okay, see ya.
See ya. So we only got 2 more to go here. This next one we've got. Hold up, let me line up. Let me not line up Knowledge Born, so he's in frame there. Bam. Hold up. Let's see. Where's my 4th screen? Boom. Nope. 1 second, y'all. I need to get this off right there. Bam. Okay, so let's go. We got the last 2 right here. Let me set this up. Let me load it first before I announce it. Okay. Artist name is Breeze featuring Akeem Ali. Song is called Overthinker's Dance. He's submitting for the artist. Is it Breze? Brezay is independent from Memphis, Tennessee. Akeem Ali is from Jackson, Mississippi, and is signed to an independent label. Thanks for listening. Okay, here we go.
Fuck, what is your perception? Like a jigsaw missing pieces, frames and dreams and lost releases. In a maze of tangled thoughts I roam. And the clockwork of my mind, time's a thief, pieces blind. I chase my fathoms of my fears of tracing lines with trembling tears. An elaborate web of echoes of what if crossed my mind. In the mirror, every glance reflection caught I see. Letting it run me dry, endless rain flood the streets, consistent chain of this bullshit. Let me go, let me breathe. Whoa. I can't let them droughts get to me. So here I stand, wondering still. In the mind suspense with dreams to feel. I find my way through overthinking still.
Need O2 when I got no one to go to for everything that I go through. They don't get together for you, they pretend to me like tofu. Lord, help me to stay where I'm supposed to. I've been breaking down because lately that's all that I know to. I don't even have my emotions remotely controlled. Lord, help me be a Roku standing on edge of a cliff today. If I fall, I can slip away. Wish life was like shooting hookies. Sometimes I don't feel like living, wanna skip a day, but it's all in my head. Like dirt and dandruff, and I breathe when it hurts to manage everything being thrown my way. When my life up and down like a burpee damage, sometimes I just wanna say fuck.
What is your perception? Like a jigsaw missing pieces, frames and dreams and lost releases. In a maze of tangled thoughts I roam. And the clockwork of my mind, time's a thief, pieces blind. I chase my fathoms of my fears of tracing lines with trembling tears. And elaborate where them echoes of what if cross my mind. In the mirror, every glance reflection caught I see. Letting it run me dry, endless rain flood the streets, consistent chain of this bullshit. Let me go, let me breathe.
Man, okay. Wow. We got some musical music up in here. That was nice. That's what I'm talking about. My bomb, I got TikTok bombs though. I don't have Priest bombs. Priest got the good bombs. Hold on. I gotta
give us the TikTok bomb.
I don't want to do the TikTok bomb on this one. Hold on. This is a good one. I gotta do the explosion. Straight fire, man. I was feeling that all the way through. This is a professional artist, though. That's not even fair. You know what I'm saying? That sounded like some high level, like real big name. You know what I mean? Actual legitimized, like $multi-million track type stuff. Go ahead. What you think?
It was a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? I was definitely the total package all the way around on every level. You know what I'm saying? I wish that was a grand finale. Like that was the perfect way to go out. Like my ears are spoiled now. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, that Mississippi, Tennessee together collaboration. I believe I know Kim Ali. I wouldn't be surprised. But this collaboration together, I think is perfect. I need to reach out. Whoever knows them people, tell them to get at me. They deserve to come on Road Freestyle Wednesday, for a breakdown. We would love to have them on a Wednesday.
And we're gonna put the link to this artist in the description for all the artists that submit. We're putting them in the description, unless they send in an MP3. We'll just put their name and title, but we'll put the link to this actual track in the description by tomorrow, because I got a jet after this. But that was straight fire. That was a breath of fresh air. That's a good way to put it. That female artist was just like angelic with her voice. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like that. It's exceptional. we always hear artists that are like, okay, they're doing their thing, and like, okay, she's a female, she can sing, okay, cool. But then there's some that is like, it hits you, you know what I mean? And that kind of took me back in time to some maybe Janet Jackson, in the way she delivered her music. I'm not comparing her. I'm just saying it brought me back to that vibe of that classic, not romantic, but like, I don't want to say even lovey, just wholesome.
And the visual, they're back to back, right? They both supporting each other in the way it is, right? Like, it's wholesome, right? So that was kind of that 90s going into early 2000s sort of energy, right?
Which
Back
is
when music was still music.
my favorite era is the 90s.
Right.
I still dress the same like I'm in the 90s too. So I'm still there. I haven't left. But that was straight fire. Once again, I want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right, but it's Breze, featuring Akeem Ali. And shout out to Kelly for submitting that. That was great. We appreciate that. And yeah, I got nothing critical against that. That was just, I can't endorse that enough. So let's go. It's time for our feature presentation. That's it for the song promotions for today. If you have any song promotions you guys want to submit for the next show, go ahead and do that between now and Thursday. Thursday, we're going to have the one and only Tahuti back into the studio. He'll be here earlier. So hopefully we'll have him here also to comment on the song promotion segment. So our grand finale for today is none other than Lil Da Vinci.
Hey.
And let's see, he has a track right here. Go ahead.
No, I was just shouting out, I ain't heard that name in a long time. Lil Da Vinci, aka the Da Vinci Code. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
This is from his album that just released in January 20th of this year. The album is called The Art Father, and the song is called War Scars. Here we go.
Yo, you know my name, son. Battle them all, be in the guard war. Dropping bodies to floors, you see the score. Explore land, building my brand grand with the moves in my hand. Use a brush like a blaze, even the days with the wild stars. Shooting my darts, be cold as ice. Every slice, pay the price of respect. Aim at your chest as the best, standing on the front line on demon time. When I rhyme, be controlling the mind, one of a kind. In my prime, racking bodies for fun. The rising sun with a gun, blast your bodies to chunks. About the bust, roll a blunt, son. Feeling no pain within my lane. I maintain, taking your chain, obtain your life. In plain sight, lightest to dark, sparking your thought. Many dead to the head with my darts by way of art. I started young, sharpened my skills, ready for war. Lil Da Vinci.
Fire. That was dope. What'd you think about that, Knowledge?
I think that was epic.
Yeah.
I think that was epic. I think that was, like a perfect way to end it. You see what I'm saying? One who's walking in one of those shadow spaces of, the royal priesthood, the shadows in between. He's very elusive as an artist. You understand what I'm saying? So, the art father, and we know who his father is too. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. So shout out to Lil Da Vinci, aka the Da Vinci Code, out here.
Yeah.
Still putting the pieces together with his lyrical cipher text.
Yeah, that was good. Lil Da Vinci's always on it. I think that was cool. Nice short video. That song was 1 minute and 11 seconds long. Hybrid Cypher, we played your video earlier, brother. If you go back, it was towards the beginning of the song promotion segment. You'll see the video that we played of you doing the cipher in England. It was fire. You missed it, but go back and you'll hear us and see us playing that video. We spoke about it. That was dope. So shout out to Hybrid Cypher in the chat. But yeah, man, Lil Da Vinci always killing it, man. That's why we locked him in for the feature presentation. You know what I mean? We pulled him in right there. But shout out to Lil Da Vinci. He's doing his thing. Y'all get his album. It's out right now. The Art Father. It's been out since January 20th. And y'all can peep that. I'm going to post his link tree. It's kind of like a link tree. All of his links. You'll be able to see all of that in the description by tomorrow. Y'all got to give me a day on the description updates for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a jet after this. But yeah, no problem, Hybrid Cypher. It was fire, bro. When you look back at it, you'll see how we commented. It was cool. Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely.
Any closing words before we get out of here? Knowledge Born.
Well, shout out to you, Architect D, aka A Dizzle, for holding up the rocket, never holding it down.
Yes,
and Mojito. Okay?
Yay.
Our spirit animal. You know what I'm saying? Shout out our spirit animal. And Wednesday, I will be on with 2 guests. Road Priest on Wednesdays. The Real J Mills, she performed live at the Astronaut Collective with Niru the 4th Fuji with her album release party. So she'll be there sharing her story and an event that she has coming up. And my brother Royale, you know, he's one of those artists, you know, similar to Michael Jackson and the discussion that we had, you know, earlier, AD, in regards to taking on the machine. He has a tremendous story in regards to what he's currently fighting. A lot of his likeness in words, some of the artists you hear in the industry, they've taken his words and put them out. They've taken his songs and put them out. Even down to the movie Despicable Me.
Okay.
Yeah, like, so there's a lot with him. So he'll be unpacking what he's going through in regards to his legal sojourn, in regards to ownership and misuse. And then you add in AI and some of these other things. So Wednesday will be with both of those artists, you know, sharing their walk and sharing their story. So, you know, catch us 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or Roy Priest Wednesdays. So that's it.
Nice. All right, that's what's up. So shout out to everybody who submitted those tracks. That was a really good song promotion segment. That was a really good show. Mojito heard you. Say hi, Mojito. Say what's up. Mojito says hi. He's chilling. We got Hybrid Cypher says thank you so much, AD. Peace and blessings. Shout out. Yeah. Thanks for the super chat. And yeah, don't forget Knowledge Born show on Wednesday. What y'all call that Wednesday show again?
Royal Priesthood Wednesdays.
Nice.
And tell a friend to tell a friend. Like we all on this goal, right? We all on this goal to get to 100,000 subscribers. We're not that far away. We're not that far away. So everybody you tell, and if they tell somebody, we'll get this goal in no time. You know, let's show our love to Priest. Let's show our love to AD and this platform that they provide for us. You know, in that way. So let's get it to 100,000 so they can get that flag. Well deserved.
And y'all check out the new website, kppodcraft.com. Y'all make sure you follow Priest on patreon.com/Killah Priest to be part of the Friday the 13th party, February 13th party they got going on. It's going to be a live watch party for Priest's new official music video. That's going to be, it's like a movie. It's not just a video. It's like a mini movie that y'all going to see. Friday the 13th, but y'all got to be on a Patreon tier, so y'all make sure you sign up for that. And that is it.
Shout out to Jody real quick. Priest gave her the green light for Esoteric News, so Esoteric News will be premiering every Royal Priesthood Wednesday as well. So Jody Southworth in the chat, a Podcraft veteran. Priest, you know, heard some of her channel and was like, hey, we got to put it in rotation. So shout out to Jody Southworth and her channel. Make sure y'all go run it up.
That's what's up. All right. And we'll see y'all next time. Thanks again to everybody. Peace.
didn't learn until it was too late.
I, the black ruler that comes forth from Smai Taiwi. I, the almighty ruler, eyes fiery. And darkness is not a color, for I was in darkness and I created light. Incubated in night, meditated in sight. And you ask why I wear all white? Alright, I'm a Netaru, also referred to as an Elohim by the Hebrews, and Vishnu to the Hindus. I'm from the temples in Eridu, call me Apsu. I'm Tiamat, the obelisk, shadows 3 o'clock. Walk with us to see Enoch. The mystery key unlocks, the coffin text he speaks we watch.
People of Thebes, ask pity of the gods. Pharaoh is dead.
Not quite, open his tomb. All praise to Amun, and the sun which is Ra. Later combined, Amun-Ra, sun, moon, and star. Yo, Moses knows us. Before we toyed with the cobras, we showed them our culture. The same goes for Joseph. I show you them as pharaohs, but different names in their sculptures. Olmecs, Hotep. I am Menace. My thoughts are endless. My courts are crimson. And I am Thoth, the one before Musa when the law was given. You are my children, and I am Osiris, the rider of death. And I am his brother Set. Ra, the sun rises and the sun sets. Abraham kneels before Melchizedek as the 24 elders held the text. Over Isis, Ra, El, hold the scale, hold him still while his feet and palms are nailed. Behold, the pale horse gallops along the trail. The name for gods were El, Shaddad, Nimrod, mighty hunter. His statue atop of the ziggurat steps. Me, Lamu, and Lahamu, then Anshar, then Kishar, and their offsprings was Antu, Kai, and Anu. From Chaldeans, the owl is seen. During night, upon the Nile, a child is floating down, streaming. But you have penalized angels and crowned demons. Come, meet Queen Hatshepsut. We are winged celestials, extraterrestrial beings seen by the Eskimos. We were here in the prehistoric Mexico. No, we're not skeletal, and no, they were never an embryo. Dynastic period, indigo. The Sahelanthropus traditions descendants, the species that mimic our kindreds, but we were monkeys.
People of Thebes, ask pity of the gods. Pharaoh is dead.
Not quite, for we came from the darkest part of the night. For within the shadows, the pharaohs gave you the apple to bite. These are the knowledge of good and evil. We also have the fruits to the tree of life. This is my key. Put it in, turn it, unlock it, and you will no longer be mummies. Around the garden, the meditating monks breathe, slow and deep, and above the garden, the stars rearrange monthly. 12 zodiacs, please don't react, but it seems like Adam and Eve had company. Come with me, see the god they call Enki or Ea. His record was kept in the forms they wrote called Cunea. And that time they were doomsayers, soothed prayers, tomb raiders. It was called a departure. The moon was split, or it was hit with ships that left moon craters. Here's the meta nature. Nature is where you get nature. Let's read the Vedas. Please, I need debaters. Do you believe in vapor or what you see on paper? The Alpha and the Omega, or the algebra creators. We are ancient, and you call us pagans.
People of Thebes, ask pity of the gods. Pharaoh is dead.
That you were required to settle on to. Our own existence is vanity. We desire no life in the hereafter. Remember always that we blessed you before we left. For you who came to us from the river when we were already owned, with the greatest joy of our lives, may your heart be shielded from sorrow. Such is the desire of your Father.
Behold, his feet and his arms was black in the temple of Karnak, and along their walls show images of wars during Nubian combat. Above that were shapes and symbols of creatures like they had alien contact.
You are here in the house of death.
Above it all, atop of the hall, the Sumerian star maps that kept the record to when the heavens made Abraham his contract. All compact, Sargon's plaque over Akkad, Belshazzar, kings, elder gods, in and outside of the realms of ours. Images of Thutmose III and King Tut close to birds. Do not touch or disturb the Egyptian magician's words. His arm brush, his vision blurred, his wisdom slurred.
What do you watch here in the house of death?
Nin Gazeta, attend to the cedar, make them believe us. Where is thy brother, Abel? Am I my brother's keeper? Who are the other speakers? Those from the upper ethers. Wings like a raven, I am no pagan.
What do you watch here in the house of death? What do you watch here in the house of death?
You the bodies of a man and a woman to be preserved by your art, so that they may enjoy eternal life.
As you say, we are artists here. What can you pay for our services?
I have nothing.
Nothing? Throw this carrion in the river.
Wait. I'm willing to work here, to pay for the embalming, for as long as you say I must.
Work here? Only condemned criminals, but the accursed of the gods seek work in the house of death.
There is no man here who is not better than I am.
Put him to work.